What's up, y'all? Let me get a drinks first.
Sorry, I didn't do a countdown.
It's all right. Just sprung it on me. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of October 29th, 2023. This fastidious specimen to my left is Luke the Big Dog Williams. This fastidious specimen to my right is Maximilian Furious, our in-studio producer. That fastidious specimen across the street is our in-studio editor, Big Bad John. And I'm Caleb Black, along with our in-studio correspondents, Sweet Tea, Special K, a.k.a. The Professional, and Jelly Bean. Luke, how's your Sunday?
And
Fantastic.
Mr. T Jr.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, never long.
So glad it's Sunday.
Mr. T Jr.
Yeah.
How about you? How's your Friday?
Longest week of my life.
No, yeah?
Yeah, it sucked. But that's all right. Max, how's your Sunday?
Sunday's doing all right.
Yeah. Big Bad John?
It's a Sunday.
No? Ladies?
That's all I get.
Yeah.
What?
Right.
What?
Better
What
now.
was the question?
How's your Sunday?
It's gloomy as hell.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's
Let's
cold,
get
it's
this
rainy.
party going.
Cold, rainy.
Yeah.
I got a wrestling kitty cat, so I'm good.
Well,
Is everybody ready out there? TV land? Yes. Internet
so.
interwebs of sorts.
Yep.
All right, well, let's hit us with the top story.
let's jump right in.
Well, obviously, it is Halloween around here.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are taking picks for the end of the year contest for what, Crown Jewel?
Mhm.
Is that what it's called? I always forget. Crown Jewel, the big Saudi Arabia event coming up this weekend.
Go ahead, Johnny, hit the slide. This will take place November 4th.
As it will.
In the afternoon for us folk around here.
Yep.
We've got a killer card, man. That it is insane how many good matches
Yeah.
are on this card.
Roman will be there. Cody, John Cena, plus others.
Hit us with the first one. We'll go ahead, and we'll go ahead and we'll start giving our picks.
All right, first match in no particular order for one of the women's championships. It's going to be Bianca Belair challenging the current reigning and defending Raw Women's Champion? WWE Women's Champion. Io Sky.
Actually, that's the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Raw is Rhea Ripley's belt.
Yeah. Io Sky.
Io
Bianca
Sky,
Belair for
yes.
the women's title. What do we think?
Bianca
Oh,
Belair
you told
just
me
come back from injury. She's
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go first. I'm going to say and still. Io Sky.
Yeah.
Retain.
Yeah. Oh, no. Last time Bianca Belair came back out of nowhere, they put the belt right back on her, remember? They're going to try to repeat business. I don't know, but I'm going to say Io Sky as well. Io Sky keeps the belt.
So is that
Derek, happy Sunday to you as well, sir.
is that unanimous?
Yes, because I am as well gonna.
Yeah.
Alright.
You know,
Sweet. So Io
Alright.
Sky, we picked to retain WWE Women's Championship.
All right, well, Big Bad John, moving on. For the other women's title,
The Women's World Championship.
yeah, the other women's belt, because they got 6 of them.
Yep.
We have
which one's Raw? Which one's SmackDown?
This
doesn't
one
matter
would be Raw. This one would be Raw.
Rhea's is Raw.
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
new belts, right? Those are new belts now.
Yes.
Oh, the gals have new belts.
Yes.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley will defend her women's championship against Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Raquel Rodriguez, and that gal.
Still don't know her name, do you?
Not a
She's
clue.
been on the main roster for a
That's-
year now.
Tony's niece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zoe Stark.
So Stark, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sad part is, I think she's brilliant, and I can never remember her name.
She is pretty good.
She's fantastic.
How fantastic. What's your pick? You start with this one.
Mommy's going to retain. That belt's not coming off Rhea Ripley anytime soon. She's way too much money right now.
I also, and still, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Mommy.
Yeah. I'm with you, fellas.
That is yet another unanimous decision. It's just that, not that there's not talent in this match, because,
No,
I mean,
but Rhea Ripley's
it's overflowing with
No,
talent
but
that
it's
she's
way
got
too
to
much
do.
money,
Yeah. At least till Mania.
No.
All right, what we got next? The
Who do you-
United States champion, Rey Mysterio, defending against the Maverick. I hate that he calls himself that. Logan Paul. Johnny, who you going with?
Logan Paul.
Maximum?
So here's the thing: is Logan Paul gonna duck and run again, or is he gonna stay around long enough to defend that title?
WrestleMania
They
season.
built that title so big,
Mm-hmm.
they can't put it on someone that's just gonna duck and run with it. It's got to remain the way be a fighting championship.
Yeah,
Just
makes
like
sense.
Depends on how long you're going to have him hold
So
it.
is
though,
it,
too.
that's what I mean. Is it what? I am gonna say Rey Mysterio, and I am gonna use a save.
Okay. Mighty Max Fury dipping into the
No,
save.
correction. I'm gonna say Logan Paul and use a save.
Either way.
Yes. Smart man.
I'm going Logan Paul too. But here's why. What a stark contrast between Gunther's Intercontinental title reign
Mm-hmm.
and Logan Paul's social media empire holding the U.S. title for the WWE. Does that make sense?
Promoted,
Yeah,
promoted at fights.
Two
Promoted.
completely different styles of champion with different types of access. I think Logan Paul's going to take it.
I'm also going Logan Paul, by the way. Only because Ray's getting tired.
Yeah.
He was given the title so he could pass the torch to somebody that he believes that can
Mhm.
carry it. Logan Paul.
Not to mention, Logan Paul, kind of a built-in heel. They can always circle back with him and Dominic in the future.
Mm-hmm.
After the Judgment Day, Logan Paul, Dominic, you beat my dad for the U.S. title. Can you beat me? Blah, 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 blah,
There'll also be some pretty good matches, I would believe.
blah. Agreed.
Johnny, you also went Logan Paul, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's unanimous.
Unanimous
Logan
call,
Paul.
yeah.
Hit us with the next one.
Here we go. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, against Mr. Money in the Bank, Damian Priest. Big bad dog. Big bad dog. Big dog. What's your pick?
See, this could go so many different ways.
Uh-huh. Sure could.
The only right way to go, Cody Rhodes. He's beat Dominic in a out of the country pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
He's beaten Finn Balor in an out of the country pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
He beats Damian Priest. It does not matter because there's nothing on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, Cody Rhodes has nothing to lose. Cody Rhodes.
Well, we all know how I'm going with this. Cody, Cody,
Mhm.
Cody.
Maximum?
I'm also gonna go Cody. I think you made a valid point.
Big Bad John.
I'm gonna go Cody as well.
Ooh. Saw the hesitation in your eyes.
No, I wanted to go Cody, but I didn't know if I wanted to go for a point.
Well,
Well,
I'd like to point
unanimous
out,
there, I guess.
everybody, that we live in Southern Illinois, when I can see out this window, and I'm pretty sure there's a cow that got out and is on the road right now.
Probably.
That won't surprise me.
Anyway,
All right, hit us with another
won't
one.
tell people all
on the
about
other side of the fence.
The horses get out all the time.
Yeah.
All
We have
right.
3 matches left.
John Cena versus the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa. Big Bad John, who you got?
Mm. Let's see. I go Solo.
Good choice. KB, who you got?
Solo. John Cena hasn't won a match on a singles match on pay-per-view.
And over 2,000 days.
Yeah, I don't see him beating them. He also he's lost every single match he's wrestled in Saudi Arabia.
Uh-huh.
So
Max?
I believe I'm also gonna go with Sabu.
Solo Sikoa all day.
Yeah.
But John Cena winning does nothing. Solo Sikoa winning does a whole bunch of things.
so far, this entire pay-per-view is completely unanimous.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We got 2 matches left.
Yep.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Drew McIntyre challenges Seth Rollins for the world title.
KB,
No.
who you got?
Well,
Analyze it for us.
this close to Mania season, do we take the belt off Rollins? or do we have him drop it to somebody like Damian Priest? But we
Or
all
does
know that
Damian soften him up and Priest cashes in.
we also know that Drew still hasn't resigned, and the WWE's ideologies, if they put a push on him, he will. Not
Very
to mention,
true.
it is a change for TV.
Could this be his chance to have a run in front of fans?
Right. Who's not necessarily playing heel, so you
No.
still got him as a buffer for Roman if necessary down the
Yeah.
line.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Be a hell of an ally to Roman, too.
This was tough. I'm going to say Seth retains, but it could go either way. Whoop.
I just don't know anymore, man. Shinsuke would have been perfect.
Yeah. That's the other thing they're doing with Seth, though. They're setting him up with opponents that you believe can beat him.
Yeah.
You believe are going to beat him. You can get behind their story. Unlike with Roman, who pretty much dominates everybody, Seth's going out there and having to fight to keep the belt.
And still, Seth Rollins.
Big Bad John,
Retain.
Mighty Max Fury.
Reluctantly
Crouch at the starting line.
and retains.
Seth Franklin Rollins.
I believe that's unanimous.
It is.
All right.
All right, main event time.
Yes, it is.
The real world champion against Roman Reigns for the WWE World.
John, who you got?
Roman.
Mac, who you got?
As much as I would love nothing more than to see LA Knight
Yeah.
take the belt, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
Will he beat or pin Roman Reigns? I don't know. However, Roman will retain.
Caleb?
Hold on. Derek says I'm thinking Drew will win, but I won't be surprised that Seth will retain. I agree.
The same situation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do believe that LA Knight is going to be world champion very soon. I don't believe it's happening at Crown Jewel. Roman Reigns to retain.
I'm
I'm an idiot if you vote against Roman Reigns right now.
am not only, due to the way that it's played, I am not only going Roman Reigns, but to cover my ass,
You're going to save up for fucking Roman to keep it?
I'm going to put my save on Roman Reigns. Just in
Why
case.
on earth would you do that?
Because it comes back to me if it does, so it doesn't matter.
Aha.
But if he wins for some ungodly reason, I've got the point. It's strategy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it back if he wins anyway.
I did the same thing.
No, I get it. Just dumb.
No.
One never know,
No,
man. Lightning
It's
strike. You
smart.
never know.
Hey, Caleb, I want to point out that points are Luke 43, me 42, you and John are both tied at 40. So don't talk to us about how to win points.
I'd
Yeah.
like to point out that I'm still the previous season reigning champion.
I needed
So
to
you can
first
eat my
time.
butt.
He needed a break.
First off, I needed to break with 2 seasons in a row.
By the way, the two actual winners are sitting on the couch. You're sitting behind the chair there. Not behind on the chair. Same as
Behind the
LA
chair.
Knight, Roman will retain. I agree.
Yeah,
Well, a fully unanimous card. That hasn't happened in a while.
that's correct.
Yeah.
That
No.
means
He went Rey Mysterio and used his save.
Oh,
did he not?
Backwards. Reverse.
Reverse.
that.
Yeah, I reversed that.
Okay, never mind. All right.
no, so we
Then,
also
yeah,
vote
unanimous.
Yeah.
Again, for the second time. We did this once the last picture.
Yeah. Well, there we go, kids. Our picks are taken. Let us know in the comments below who you think's going to win this
Yep.
weekend.
Gonna be a good show.
A great show.
All right, here's the next one, John. The Endeavor Corporation,
Endeavor Media.
who own 51% of the TKO group voting, has decided that they want to take the WWE back to being private, not public. What would that do to WWE if they were to go private again rather than in the public eye? What could be done more I had it, but I'm not going to look it up.
Okay, so
They were looking at different strategic alleyways to go with WWE to make more money. They believe that it being a publicly traded company, that there is some kind of a blockage between the money that they're making and the money that they could be making if they were to go private.
well, so here's kind of how this works, right? The WWE becomes $1 billion company because investors bought into it, right? That's how they become a $1 billion company. But then their net profit shares and the net profit gains are distributed amongst shareholders and then the company. The issue is that in order to become a private company again, they have to buy out their investors. They have to buy back the shares they offered. Now, the company's valued at $6 billion, but in reality only has about a $500 million to $1 billion cash access at any time, which means they have to get lenders to buy back those shares.
Yeah.
Basically, if they want to become private again, they have to go back into debt to another fiscal source and then pay that fiscal source the money back from buying the shares back from their investors. They basically trade one form of debt to another with the promise that after they pay back the $5.5 billion, which I would like to remind people, or I'm sorry, it has the evaluation of a $10 to $12 billion, 10 to 12 billion, whatever it was, they never paid for it now. But with the Saudi contract, the Australia contract, and the other international contracts they've gotten, they could do that in 5 years. They could become completely self-sufficient, pay off all of those other fiscal entities, and in 5 years, then the $4 billion drug contract that they get from the Saudis, instead of being distributed to, a board of directors, becomes specifically WWE money.
Yeah,
and we're talking about a $4 billion cash influx every single year, where they can get themselves fucking 8 TV shows with 100 superstars and 31,000 fucking world titles, and they never lose a cent. But in order to do that, they have to liquidate their profit sharing. They have to, their profit margins. They have to buy back their shares, and they have to buy back their shares at investor price. So, like, if tomorrow you got a guy who owns 1,000 shares, and the shares are all at $100 a piece, that means he's owed $100,000.
Yeah.
And they got to pay it. They got to pay it at the market value. But now you're talking about billionaires who have millions of dollars worth of shares, and they're going to be paying out millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, depending on the market valuation before the market closes go. If I were a board of director, I would run the profit up. I would run the stocks up. I would be on the fucking phone call with every Wall Street guy known to fucking man, and I would be raising that fucking price every single day. I would get the WWE at the highest valuation it's ever had, and then make a buy from it. Then I'd walk away with my $8 billion and start my own really cool wrestling company.
Right. So what does it do for fans, though?
I mean, nothing.
What does it? Well, I mean, but what does it mean for presentation-wise? For the fans, why is this? Why is this a thing? Why are they wanting to go private?
Well, freedom, fiscal freedom, number one. Boards of directors can negotiate corporate contracts. They can negotiate, diversifying the company's portfolios in different avenues. If the company wanted to become a solely ingovernable product again, that's their first step. Then their second step is they go back. So right now, while the WWE still gets paid per advertisers, and they don't make nearly as much as they make off the stock market. So they have to offset that cost by going back to advertisers and different groups that are going to start paying to sponsor the product again. That also means they get more freedom and liberty on TV to do whatever they want, as long as the network's okay with it. And as long as they're generating a revenue for the network with sponsorships, the network can't say shit. So it makes them a little more ungovernable. It gives them fiscal freedom, and they don't have to do a quarterly report every single year to determine where the money's going from. That's the thing. They don't have to have an entire department of accountants dedicated to making sure that somebody's there to close business at 6 o'clock on the stock market. They don't have to worry about, transferring over likeness rights because of one stock exchange company getting, if let's say they got a sponsor through Mattel, let's say they're working with Mattel, and another multi-billion-dollar company eats up Mattel, they don't have to worry about that multi-million-dollar or multi-billion-dollar company assuming, the product lines. It's all interconnected through the stock market. And while the stock market's always going to affect the prices just because it affects everything, they would be a fiscally self-governed product. Also, it would mean that they could work directly with governments more easily. If you have conflict of interest with certain companies that have, like, say, military contracts as a production facility, you can't even negotiate certain contracts without the government's approval.
Okay.
So if the WWE wanted to go to fucking Hong Kong on Christmas Day, the chances of them being able to do so as a private company are way, way more plausible than them ever being able to do it as publicly traded.
Makes sense.
Not to mention, if they're not publicly traded, they're not bound by laws of public domain. Anything that happens internally, fiscally, otherwise, personally, can stay in the company and they're not breaking any laws. They're a publicly traded company, which means that they have to have an air of public depreciative value. So the public has to know how much the company is worth at all times, how the company's doing. That's what happens when you register on the NASDAQ. You make every single cent you spend the public's business. This time it's not. If Vince McMahon wanted to spend $80 million getting fucking Hummers from porn stars, he should have stayed private because then it wouldn't have mattered to fuck all.
Right.
But now, the boys want to spend millions of dollars getting Hummers from porn stars and the company's private. It's between Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Right.
When Seth Rollins gets caught.
Coming from Becky.
Yeah. Coming for you, boy.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Who could have seen this coming? Who could have known? Who could have predicted that if you took a guy who wrestled a high-risk style that was already injury-prone and high-risk to injury, who could have possibly known, Max, that without somebody backstage telling him, hey, don't fucking do that, that he would get hurt again? Who?
Actually,
Who?
broken orbital bone will be out for the rest of the year and probably a couple months into next year.
Sucks, man.
It does.
Brian's a great worker. Obviously, he was sort of a linchpin in AEW's plans moving forward without CM Punk. Now he's hurt. Again.
Here's the next one.
Hey, we're going to Germany. August 31st, 2024. The first pay-per-view broadcast from Germany since the 90s, right?
I think even before the 90s, man.
Yeah. Bash in Berlin. WWE looking to continue their European and multinational expansion. They just penned that contract, and they're currently working on one with France, too.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see a lot more of the WWE all over the world. But talk about one cool thing that WWE does is because they do tours in Germany, they do house tours.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get an occasional Raw. If you're watching, or at least they used to, you'd get an international, you'd get the show on the UK every fucking blue moon. Or you'd get
Capital Carnage.
You'd get a show in Japan, you know what I mean? Or a Monday Night Raw. But they go to Europe every year, a couple times a year, and they do shows in Berlin.
The last major wrestling pay-per-view event in Germany came in the year 2000 when WCW aired Millennium Final.
Okay.
Live from Oberhausen.
So it's been so long that WCW...
23 years. Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. And talk about an untapped market. Obviously, I'm sure they've got they picked the location. It's going to be beautiful. They're going to have a ravenous fan base who are going to get that big media entertainment. It'll go global with the hashtags and the Twitter engagement and the blah blah blah, the hoop to hoop, if you will.
The hoopla.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be good. August 31st next year.
Yeah. And that means we'll have pay-per-views next year. All the way from Saudi Arabia, the UK, Germany, Puerto Rico, possibly France, and we still can't get one back in Madison Square Garden.
Nope.
Fix it.
Next,
fix it.
Miss Ronda Rousey, a week after announcing her retirement from WWE and UFC, shows up in the Indies for Wrestling Revolver to help her friend Marina Shafir. One of the four horsewomen. And Thursday, November 16th on Fight, she will make her debut in Wrestling Revolver against an opponent not yet to be named.
Now here's where I'm at with it, right? Because there are two schools of thought. Either she's going to be fucking terrible because she wasn't that great as a worker in the WWE. That's not to say Ronda Rousey's not a superstar.
Right.
That's not to say she doesn't have clout or she doesn't have the presentation to be super important and draw a ton of money. I'm talking about in the ring with wrestlers who are wrestling every single week, who are conditioned, who are polished, who know the business a little better, she's not that great of a pro wrestler? Or was she a great pro wrestler
And WWE just
and the
didn't show it.
WWE didn't showcase it properly? And now she's going to have the run of a fucking lifetime.
Well, I mean, the same thing could be said for Shayna Baszler when she was in all the indies beforehand. She's completely different than what product
Shayna
WWE
Baszler in
pushes for her.
NXT was the #1 women's wrestler on the planet. I've said that 1,000 times, and I will die on that hill. She was the #1 women's wrestler, bar fucking none, in any company across the world,
Yep.
period. And when she got called up to the main roster, now this is what you see. So maybe Ronda Rousey is going to pull a fucking Cody and a Cardona and a McIntyre and hit the indies like a fucking wall of fire and fucking burn it down and come back and be the biggest star ever, and we'll just get to see it happen. Or she's made a ton of money. She's got a fucking friend working the indies. She's got some time on her hands, wants to go have a little bit of fun, and she's going to go
Well,
home.
the owner of Wrestling Revolver, from what I understand, is a friend of hers.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously, with companies like Bloodsport and shit out there, there are a lot. It's not like Ronda Rousey can't find work on the indies.
Right. Well, I mean, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, all of them are wrestling for Wrestling Revolver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's basically this generation's version of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
It's the top indie company.
Yeah.
It's evolved circa 4 years ago.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be cool to see.
5 years ago.
Now, personal opinion, I don't think she's going to do great. I don't know that she's going to go out there and have 5-star classics, but maybe a couple of decent tag matches, maybe one singles match where she beats on somebody. But I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that she fucking tears it
Kills
up.
it. Me too.
I hope that she sets everything on fire. I hope that a year from now we'll be talking about, holy shit, did you see where she showed up in fucking GCW and fucking beat up Cardona and took the fucking GCW title and pissed in Chelsea Green's mouth? It was awesome!
Well, I mean, it's definitely.
Oh, yeah,
but yeah, Ronda Rousey back on the Indies November 16th.
yeah, and where can you find that event?
On Fight Plus.
Fight Plus. Okay, you can find them on Fight Plus. You can find us over on Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. You can follow us on X at Pro Wrestling TV. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at Pro Wrestling Throwdown 1. You can also check out streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown or ProWrestlingThrowdown.com, our official website, where you can access the
Merch store.
And over at
Merch store.
buy our merch.
Also,
Fight.
official merch.
Yeah, buy the real merch.
Yeah.
The good stuff.
Yeah.
Buy the good stuff.
Well, we gotta start thinking about a new contest, guys.
Yep. I figured we would wait till around.
I think we should run one from now until Christmas, and then Christmas we should determine what the winner's going to be. What do y'all think?
Sounds good to me.
Start it now. Run it for the next 2 months. Whoever wins will get like a special limited edition Pro Wrestling Throwdown Christmas T-shirt that we make custom just for them the one time.
Sounds good to me.
Does that work for you? Big Bad John?
Yep.
All right.
All right then.
Give
Set
him
the
the
spiel. So, check it out.
Give him the spiel.
Oh, yeah. So if every dollar you donate, every dollar you spend goes directly into the company. We don't take a cent for that. All of it goes back into us so we can find graphics, programming, music, etc. And every single one of those donations gets you a matched entry into our giveaway at the end of the. Now it's going to be the end of the year. So if you donate $10 or you buy $10 worth of product, you get $10 worth of entries. You spend $20, 20 entries, 30, so on and so on. And then the day after Christmas or somewhere thereabouts, we'll do a drawing. And whoever wins will get a custom-made Pro Wrestling Throwdown Christmas T-shirt. Pro Wrestling Throwdown T-shirt. T-shirt.
Christmas T-shirt.
Christmas T-shirt.
Right on.
So there
Yeah.
you go.
So that starts the counting for those. Start
Right now.
So get on Pro Wrestling Throwdown. If you make a donation, we'll give them twice the points to the end of the show.
Yeah. If you donate to the show today, while we're on the air, if you make any donation, we'll double it for the drawing. So if you donate $5, we'll give you $10. Actually, that goes for everything. If you buy something, you donate anything, we're going to double your money all the way through. Max, pick one thing. Pick one product that you absolutely love and want to sell on our website right now.
I thought you just said it was the BNB t-shirt.
No. That's going to be for the winner. Pick one thing we have on for sale right now. Pick an item.
Yeah, that is up to be bought right now.
I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Fanny pack?
Fanny pack. If you buy a Pro Wrestling Throwdown fanny pack before the show goes off, we'll triple your numbers.
Yes.
But there are two different ones, so
Either one.
Either
Buy
one.
either one, and we'll triple. I feel like Don West back when he was on QVC. You buy it right now, we're going to triple it. So, yeah.
Okay,
You buy a
scared
fanny
me.
pack, we'll triple it. You donate or buy anything else, we'll double it. All that's going to ride out to the end of December. So, welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
All right. Hit us with our next story.
Alex Hammerstone has requested his release from the MLW.
And MLW said no.
Boo.
As of today, Alex Hammerstein's request to be released from his contract with MLW was denied.
He'll get it.
He is still under contract until 2025,
He'll get it.
unless, of course, something is worked out before then. You said that there was somebody else.
The other Anoy brother, so not Jacob Fatu, but the other one in MLW has also requested his release.
One half of the Samoan submission
Wonder
team
why.
or whatever.
I wonder why Alex
Yeah, I wonder.
Hammerstone would request his release right now. I wonder where he would go. I wonder what would happen if there were another company where one of his former tag team partners and trainers' best friends was the world champion of that company. That'd just be crazy, right?
Right.
Anything could happen. And then with the other guy, the Anoy, man, what a weird thing, if your cousin runs the professional wrestling world right now, where you could end up. I don't know. However, it'd be hilarious if Hammerstone went and joined the Bloodline and that Samoan guy went and joined MJF.
That'd be kind of strange.
You know what I mean? Like,
Just
would
a
that just
little
be fucking fantastic?
Yeah, that would throw everything off. Everything that I believe was true would no longer
It's
be
not
true
a lie.
anymore.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. All right, this past Friday,
It was so good.
Roman Reigns comes out to do his championship list and the fireworks, and just as he's starting to lift the championship, LA Knight comes out and interrupts him.
Yeah, that's the first. Roman has never been disrespected as much in a series of promos as LA Knight is
Hit
disrespected.
us with the next one, John. Keep going. It's all right.
And he absolutely opened up a verbal can of whoop ass on Roman. Not that Roman didn't give some decent receipts. Also, Roman, don't worry. For your first time, we're going to make it real gentle. We're going to take it easy on you, okay, sweetheart? Fuck yes!
I also love that he took the seat at the head of the table.
Yeah.
Before Roman could sit down.
And again, we're talking about this off camera. I love that Roman Reigns used the entire table when he flipped it on LA Knight.
Yeah.
I've never seen that done before. I've never seen maybe Scott Steiner threw a table at a guy during TNA.
Yeah, but that was on accident.
But you know what I mean? But I've never seen him flip it from the far end and have it ride all the way up and out the ring. But fantastic.
Also, hit us with the next one there, John. The end of the night, Roman Reigns comes in after LA Knight is done taking out Jimmy Uso in the main event. And the BFT drops Roman Reigns center of the ring as we go off the air for SmackDown.
The more heat they give LA Knight going in, the more I feel like that's just a certainty he's going to lose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like
Totally
every
makes
time
sense.
somebody gets that much offense on Roman, yeah, you're not going to win the belt. It's got to be a guy that Roman spends his time just beating the piss out of for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Before it even becomes a part of the conversation where he could possibly win.
All right, here's the next one, John.
Okay, so we were talking last week about the TNA brand coming back. And so we were talking about, tossing around the idea of talking about our favorite TNA matches. And we're going to do some segments on TNA, stuff we loved, stuff we hated. There's a lot of that. The worst rated episode of wrestling ever? Where TNA had like 3 minutes of wrestling?
Yeah.
And the entire show was a promo?
Yep.
You talked about that was it 2 seasons ago?
I don't remember
Yeah.
what it
Yeah,
was.
you had brought it up
I tried
as-
to forget about that,
Yeah.
Caleb.
But anyway.
in the history segment you used to do.
So my favorite TNA match ever is AJ Styles versus the Monster Abyss, 6 Sides of Steel Lockdown, in the main event Lockdown, is it 05?
05.
Yeah. Where AJ Styles takes the beating of a lifetime.
I'm sorry, 04.
No, it's not
Was
04.
it
Yeah, because they
05?
were on Spike TV.
Okay.
It just takes one hell of an ass whooping. And this is back when Abyss was still big and athletic, so he looked like a fucking wrecking ball all the time. But 03 to 06, early 07 Abyss was probably the most agile big man worker in the business at that time.
I'd say that's safe.
Because he was Kane size, but he moved like a guy who was 6'2" and done cardio his whole life.
Yep.
And he had all that power. He was just such a fucking underutilized and wasted talent in TNA. But anyway, this match you can actually watch on YouTube. Highly recommend it. I might get drunk one night and do like a random watch along. We'll figure it out.
You can
But,
also catch it on Impact Plus.
AJ Styles takes just a beating, ends up winning, becomes the #1 contender to Jeff Jarrett for the NWA World Title. Loses that match, unfortunately. But yeah, it's just a great bit of business. Fucking go back and watch it.
I'm going to bring up one of my favorite ones. Go ahead, hit Johnny. Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle's first dream match from Genesis 06.
Highest rated pay-per-view for TNA ever, including across all TNA Impact, GFW, and international crossover matches. That includes pay-per-view buys for the Wrestle Kingdom 3 or 4 that they did in tandem, where Kurt Angle was the main event against not Tanaka.
Shinsuke?
No, not Shinsuke. That wasn't even that. He wasn't even with TNA at the time. Yuji Nagata.
Yes. Okay.
In the International Impact. The thing that again, Impact and TNA dropping the ball. International Impact was fucking Wrestle Kingdom. It was a New Japan Pro Wrestling pay-per-view in front of 60,000 strong at the Tokyo Dome. But
the thing I remember that really set it off for me in this match was the headbutt heard around the world.
Yeah. Well, Kurt Angle's debut.
Yeah.
Well, and again, this was something Max, because Max had managed to watch this before I did. And that's when Cornette came out at the end of, was it Victory Road? The pay-per-view before it, and announced that Kurt Angle was coming to TNA. And it got all the viewers in the world. Kurt Angle makes his debut, headbutts Joe, and we're off to the races.
Yeah, fantastic match. If you enjoy good classic wrestling, go back to Genesis 06 and watch a stream match.
And I'm not even sure
fantastic.
Meltzer gave it a... Hey, Max, can you look up the star rating for that match?
Yes,
Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe at Genesis. What Dave Meltzer gave it. Qwerty says Logan Paul and Dominic Mysterio would go crazy. Yes, they would.
I think them being
attacked... Is that the nerd?
Yeah, that's the nerd. It's your nerd.
Hello, nerd.
The nerd.
With your nerd hair.
But yeah, Angle... there's just so many... It was really hard for me to pick just one match that I was going to say was probably my favorite. That would have been my favorite. There's a lot of honorable mentions.
Yeah, that one, the...
Genesis 06?
Yes.
I saw the Jim Cornette public crowd meeting. That was comedy gold. Oh, man. I used to have that promo memorized. The one where he addresses Jeff Jarrett using... where Jeff Jarrett... It was after the main event with Jeff Jarrett and Sting, right?
Who's rating?
What's that? Oh, Dave Meltzer. On YouTube, yeah, Jim Cornette, the public crowd meeting, he disbands Team Canada, tells LAX they have to get back to work or they're not going to get paid.
Yeah.
Says to LAX, I understand you're doing a work stoppage. Well, around here, a work stoppage means a paycheck stoppage. And if you boys don't get back to work, I understand that Jiffy Lube continues to be hiring. And then he calls in Kurt Angle. No, he calls in Sting. No, Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett to the ring. Calls them to the ring, addresses the nature of the belt, and he says he gave it a 4.25. So it wasn't even a 5-star match by Meltzer's rating.
No,
I'm
not surprised.
Says if I give it to Jarrett, he didn't win it. Sting will be mad. If I give it to Sting, he didn't win it. Christian will be mad. I don't know what to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 4 baddest guys in TNA wrestling. I'm going to take Scott Steiner, Christian Cage, Sting, and the Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe, and put them in the ring together. And after those 4 mean motor scooters and bad go-getters get done pounding each other into powder in the middle of this ring, then we'll decide who the #1 contender is. So, Jeff Jarrett, you get to keep your belt for now, but I sincerely hope you don't get to keep it for long. And he hands him the belt, and the crowd goes fucking shit-face, and it was great. And I told you I had that shit memorized, because I fucking love it. And yes, he fires Earl Hebner, calls him into the ring, he's talking to Hebner, and he says, Earl, how long we known each other? And Hebner says, 20 good long years. Cornette says, yeah, 20 years. Well, and then he says something, I'm sick of hearing about Montreal. I didn't like it then. I didn't like it now. You're on the take, and as far as I'm concerned, from this moment on, you're fired. And then they shoot to a shot of Eric Young standing on the ramp, and he just starts hysterically laughing. But it's one of those really bad, like, deep, such a great promo.
These are Dave Meltzer's highest rated matches for Smojo.
Okay.
They are all
4.25s.
4.25.
Wow.
Every single one of them.
So Samoa Joe, in the eyes of Dave Meltzer, the great wrestling analyst, has never wrestled a 5-star match.
Wow.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one, John. Guess what that means?
Oh, is the regular show already over?
The regular
Oh,
show
wow.
is officially
Okay.
over. It was slow news week,
That's true.
but Crown Jewel's coming up.
So we got a pay-per-view, and we've already talked about the TNA news, and we've talked about the NWA going to CW.
Yeah.
That's
it.
Yeah, we didn't talk about MJF versus Omega because I haven't watched it yet, but I hear it's fucking great.
Well,
so
I was
can't wait to
gonna
watch it.
add a review to that so I can go back and watch.
Can't wait to watch it. So, I guess with that, it is that time. It's time for everybody's favorite segment.
Is that time?
Now, yeah, before we get in to birthdays,
Why don't you lean
bullshit,
your face in here, Max? So
I'd like to preface this entire segment. Everything that is about to be discussed and done, I had zero hand in planning.
Hey, me either.
I know
So-
nothing about what's coming. I never get to look at this stuff beforehand. We do that on purpose, so I get the most organic reactions.
I know some things, but I don't know everything either. So
So
it's going to be
I
interesting.
just felt that we should remind everybody out there, all over the world, wherever you are, that everything that we do here is all in good humor, or at least in humor.
Humor.
And don't hate Caleb for this. It's all his fault.
Don't hate me. I didn't make the damn segment.
No, what we're trying to say is everything we're doing here is in justice to have a good time. Sometimes people's humor is a little more raw than other
Okay,
people's humor.
let's just cut the crap. If we have to say that, we're going to offend one of you. And in my personal opinion, there's nothing wrong with being offended.
All right,
So,
so let's get into
Okay,
it. Birthdays and bullshit.
And before we do that, we have to. Was I done that twice? Okay. Well, we're gonna start out.
Go ahead.
With our
Next one,
champions.
John.
Roman Reigns, longest reigning WWE World Champions. Roman Reigns is on the list of number 4 at 1,156 days, putting him only about 1,700 days shy of Bruno Sammartino's reign.
Well, here's the kicker. Roman Reigns or John Cena hasn't had a win in over 2,000 days, which means the last time John Cena won, Roman Reigns wasn't champion. Think about that.
Yep. Makes perfect sense to me.
All right, well, who we got next there? Oh, Mr. Seth Rollins.
Let me guess. I like to guess on this one. 151 days.
That was the last
159 days.
156 days.
I was 5 days short.
Hey, that's close. All right, Mr. Seth Rollins setting that record.
Doesn't matter. There's a real tribal chief. There's a real world champion. That's the best in the world. Best there is. Best there ever will be. It's Gunther. He's the Intercontinental Champion for as many days as he's going to be. And that's as long as he
Well,
wants
let
to
me
be.
guess. 506 days.
As long as Caleb gets a rant in for each episode, I'm a very happy camper. Well, I imagine
Oh,
that's going to happen.
hang on.
506
Hold
days?
on to that thought there.
Hold on. You said 506?
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
Are you just guessing?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay, you said
506.
506? 511.
506 days.
506. Nice.
Now, hold on to that rant thought, because before we get directly into birthdays, I believe we have a couple of memoriams that we have to cover some people that we lost.
Okay.
Recently.
All right. Who we got? Well, there's a birthday. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Damn.
He's been gone for 2 years now. That doesn't seem like
No.
it's been that long.
You know, I often forget, I think other people do too, how kind of influential Orndorff was in the like 93 to 95 first television run of Nitro.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
was working backstage as an agent.
He was
putting stuff together.
wrestling
He was
after
wrestling.
that surgery. Yeah.
Yeah. Orndorff's great, man.
One of the toughest men in professional wrestling.
He was
history.
also in TNA for a brief second.
Yeah.
WWE Hall of Famer. Never quite as big a superstar as I thought he should have been.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense. But he was competing with guys like fucking Hogan and Luger, but he was a better worker than all of them. In fact, before he ever went to the WWE, he was a territory heel, and he was one of the best in the fucking business. Had a better pile driver than Jerry Lawler did.
Agreed.
Our memorials are
100%.
after bullshit. I apologize.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, who we got next? What is that?
I believe that is the Cliffs of Insanity.
Cliff Copeland?
Sexton Hardcastle?
Hit us
Hit
with
the
the
next
next one,
slide,
John.
Johnny.
Yes, Edge's
Hey,
birthday.
Sexton Hardcastle!
Very
Jesus
well done,
Christ, look at his
Luke.
face.
I
Ah!
don't know what
Because he
Chris,
had to climb all the way up the cliffs of
Really?
insanity.
You
I
know
don't
that
know what
face
Christian did to his dad. but He's super pissed about it.
Wait. Ma, be loud!
Hello! Lita! Matt found the phone!
You cheat, bitch! Alright. Edge's birthday, of course, one of the greatest.
WWE Hall of Famer, former WWE World
Tomorrow.
Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, future AEW World Champion.
Looks like he's just
Has main evented,
just tearing it up. Look
main
at him.
evented the number of WrestleManias, taking the hardest shit on the planet right now.
No, he is.
Did you know, fun fact, that when he and Christian were signed, initially they were on a handshake deal that Jim Ross negotiated. He loves to brag about him on his podcast. Do you know what Edge and Christian were making per week when they first got signed to the WWF?
I'm sorry, I can't get over the picture.
And I want you to think about the status of Edge and Christian now and how much money they've made over the course of the
Yeah,
business.
insane
But
money.
what they got hired on at for their very first contract, $300 a week Canadian.
Oh.
They were getting paid Canadian money in the 90s from the WWE touring the U.S. That's the fucking deal those idiots made.
That's terrible.
Morons. That being said, 54?
50.
Nah,
No,
wait.
no.
Let me change mine. You saying 50?
Yeah.
51.
How about 50 tomorrow?
Damn. I thought he was already in his 50s.
No point, Luke.
He's older than Christian, isn't he? Or is
Yes.
Christian the older?
Yes, he's the oldest.
Hey, Mr. Ass!
Hit us with the next one, John.
Daddy
Oh, no,
Ass!
there we go.
November 1st.
Kip James, Billy Gunn,
Daddy S.
Daddy Ass. One half of arguably one of the best tag teams in the history of professional wrestling. Former King of the Ring
Yep.
winner. Has held international tag team championships, intercontinental championship, European championship.
53.
54.
How about 60
60.
on the 1st?
Wow, did not know he was that old.
Look at Billy Gunn's physique. And
Who's
then
that guy
remember
for you?
that Jim Cornette's only 2 years older than Billy Gunn.
Which
Yeah,
one
he
you
got
said
back to
54?
I did.
He did.
I got that. Thank you.
Hit us with the next one. Yes, my favorite and the greatest manager in the history of professional wrestling.
Greatest
Bobby.
manager, greatest ring announcer, greatest
Sorry,
commentator.
Mr. Raymond Lewis Heenan, otherwise known as Bobby the Brain.
Also remember him on November 1st.
Greatest heel manager of all time.
1944 to 2007.
Greatest manager, period, of all
Greatest
time.
voice. They're none or not even guys like Paul Heyman and Cornette and Jimmy Hart, who between the three of them could be argued like
Up there with him, for sure.
yeah, among the greatest managers, if not, will say we are still no Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Right.
And in fact, Cornette makes it a point. One of my favorite things about him that he always, when the conversation comes up about him being the greatest manager, he always reminds people that he's not the greatest manager, that he might be the second greatest, but that Bobby the Brain Heenan is always going to be number one.
Rest in peace, Weasel. Hit us with the next one.
Really?
Hey, who is that?
That's L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Also on November 1st.
Number one contender for wow, maybe he does walk away champion that close to his birthday.
3
That'd be
days
kinda
after his
cool.
birthday.
Number one contender for the world title right now against Roman Reigns. People forget former NWA World Champion, former Impact World Champion, former X Division Champion, former tag team champion,
NWA United
NWA
States
US champion. However, he is an older guy.
He's older. 46.
40. I think he's a little younger than that.
He's a little younger than 46, but he'll be 41
41. I'll take it.
on November 1st.
All right. Hit us with the next one.
Queen Charmel.
Married to the one and only King.
Booker.
Booker!
And for those of you that don't remember, Kurt Angle wants to have sex with her.
Yeah, he does a
That's
lot.
a real life
He wants
storyline
a
they
lot
ran.
with lots
Kurt
of sex.
Angle fought Booker T because he wanted to have sex with his wife. That happened.
And then Jeff Jarrett did it to him, and he was so mad about it. Never thought about it that way, did you?
I guess I did. Charmel, also WWE Hall of Famer.
Yep. Queen Charmel. Was a Nitro girl.
Was
Paisley
Did
was
they
her
ever put
Nitro
the,
Girl
like, the
name.
Divas title on her when she was on SmackDown?
Yes, I believe
Did
she
they?
actually I believe she was women's champion at one point.
I'm trying to think. I thought they had.
Shit. I want to be respectful, but I also want to win this.
Gotta say at least 40s. I think that's a fair argument.
46.
Oh, what'd you say?
I haven't said yet.
Yeah, 46.
I'm saying 46. Man. Because Booker T's got to be put in his 60s by now, I think.
Or at least close.
47? Maybe she's a little older.
And what'd you say, Luke?
46.
How about 53?
53. All right.
Wow.
I'll take it.
All right. She looks not a day over 46.
Money don't crack.
Next. Black Cena. Black Cena. That is Mr.
Darren Young.
Young.
Was part of Nexus, the faction that came up from the original
Tag Team
NXT back
Champions.
when it was a game show.
Also known as Fred. Was it Haiti?
Yeah.
Which is the openly gay professional wrestler. Is also wrestles for NJPW. Right?
Yep. Was one half of the Primetime Players.
Yes, with Titus O'Neil.
Titus
That
O'Neil had a
yeah.
successful tag team run, actually. And is living proof that John Cena's mother had an affair with Buckwheat.
Yep.
I can make that joke. John Cena said it on Raw.
Yes, he did.
That being said, Black Cena is 44.
45.
How about 40 on the second?
Ah,
well,
dang.
here's no point there.
No point.
All right, next. That is Miss Dawn Marie.
Yes, it is, in all her glory.
On the third.
One of the original vixens of ECW.
Yes. Killed Tori Wilson's dad by having too much sex with him after they got married.
My aunt did that to her
It
husband.
was on TV. You don't remember this?
That's right.
Yeah. He was
She
the general
fucked
manager
Tori
of
Wilson
SmackDown. Dad to
death.
death. Fucked him to death.
That's right.
No, my aunt literally did that to her.
Fantastic.
What a way to go.
Aunt Sandy.
Pecan Sanders. All right. Wait. We haven't guessed yet.
Circle back.
Right, John. 54.
50.
How about 53?
Oh!
Yeah.
One wrestling birthday left.
All right.
I think it's also on.
That is Andre El Idolo. He is the husband to Charlotte Flair,
Ex.
son-in-law of Ric Flair. No, they're still married.
They're in the middle of a divorce.
They're not getting a divorce.
Oh.
Nope, that was all rumors and hearsay.
Oh, you just lost your chance, Luke.
Andre El Idolo is also former NXT World Champion, former United States Champion, former
John
WWE.
Ace, man.
Has he been tag champion over there, though? I don't
No.
think he has.
No.
He's currently in AEW, leading a faction. He was also, at 19 years old, he was the NWA, one of the NWA light heavyweight champion, I think, at 19. Was a major star in Mexico, AAA world champion, held a bunch of belts over there. I think he was there before they did the triple consolidation into the mega title, but I could be wrong about that. So I don't want to make that claim.
37 years old.
38.
After talking all those accomplishments, even I'm surprised by his age. He'll be 34.
34.
Oh, wow.
Son of a bitch.
Amazing. All right.
Point. It's 4-1 going into celebrity birthdays.
All right.
Celebrity.
That is Miss Winona
today-
Ryder.
Oh, boy.
2 birthdays today.
Winona Ryder. Ryder? Hardly know her.
Oh, but most certainly would buy a ticket.
Yeah, that's Lydia Dietz,
Yes, it is.
and she did no other film
Ever.
ever. She was
Never.
She wasn't ever in
She
anything
was
else.
in Edward Scissorhands.
Nope,
Thank
nope, nope. She was only in Beetlejuice, and that's the only thing that she's ever
incorrect.
done.
That's
Mr. D.
super
Son,
incorrect.
nope, nope,
She
nope.
was in a
Heathers?
lot of movies.
Never seen, never heard of it.
Heathers is a great
Never-
movie.
no,
She's DT,
No,
and he's a
no.
sick ass mofo.
Her name's not Heather. Her name's Winona.
Yeah, I know this. You're not getting me in this joke again. Not for the second week. in a row. Fuck you. First off.
Brilliant,
Second off, fuck you.
brilliant in season 1 of Stranger Things,
Yes.
and then just kind of Winona Ryder's it up for the rest of the series. But in season 1, she's phenomenal. That being said, how old is Lydia Dietz?
She's old.
She's gonna be in Beetlejuice too, though.
Yes, she is.
Bless you.
52?
53.
How about 52 today?
Man!
Nice, stalker. All right, here's something next one.
Maybe one.
Hey, that's that one guy.
Do you know his name?
No idea what his name is.
No,
I
can't
know who he
remember.
is. I just don't know what his name.
Ben Foster.
Ben
Thank you,
Foster.
Ben
Thank
Foster.
you.
Was in 310 to Yuma as a member of the Ben Wade gang.
Yep.
Was in 30 Days of Night as the little creeper guy who was eating the raw hamburger
Yes.
at the beginning with Josh Hartnett.
Yes.
Punisher.
It was in the
Punisher.
Punisher, yeah.
Oh man, yeah, he was.
Yeah.
What was that Disney show he was in? I love that show.
It was a show too.
I know.
Uh,
I have a clue.
it wasn't even Stevens. Can't
Didn't
think
he play a character where he like kidnapped somebody, like his best friend's kid or something, but like was playing all buddy with him, trying to figure out who it was, but it was really him behind all the. Was that him?
If that is, I'm not sure that I would have seen it, so I don't know.
I was about to say I would have to look that up.
He's been in so many
Flash
feature
forward.
roles like that.
Flash forward.
Flash forward, yes.
And he was
TV
in
show.
Get Over It.
Yeah.
I forgot about him being the squiggly guy in Punisher, though. The one that
Yeah.
they pull all the fucking...
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
That's my favorite
Chicken
role,
Chuck.
actually.
Chick from Armageddon and John Travolta.
Yeah.
What a weird team. That being said, Ben Foster...
It's Australian for beer.
52?
Ooh, I don't know about that. 45.
No, not low enough. How about 43
Wow, I was 10 years old.
today?
43. For him.
All right. Hit us
We're
with
going
the
to
next.
tomorrow.
That's Kevin Pollak.
Fuck yeah, it
That's
is.
Kevin Pollak.
He was in End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the cop, the partner. Remember End of Days where the devil tries to
His name
possess
was
the girl?
Jericho. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he was his partner. He was also in obviously A Few Good Men.
The whole
Kevin
9
Bacon,
yards.
Tom Cruise.
He was killed in Red State
Red
right
State.
off the hammer.
Yep.
He
The
was
whole
in House
9
Arrest.
yards.
Is the
Yep.
dad in House Arrest?
Yep.
And in Carpool.
Yeah, he was also in Whole 9 Yards.
A whole 9 yards.
The
Yeah.
whole, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Yeah. Glad you pointed that out there, Caleb.
Thank you.
I'm not.
There was also
Well, he does a podcast too.
Yeah.
Kevin Pollak's big into podcasting.
wasn't he in either the day after tomorrow or 2012?
2012.
2012. Okay.
Also,
I
he
think
was the dad in She's All That.
What's the dad? She's on that. You're right.
Yeah.
Kevin Pollak. Man, gotta be up there, right?
He's up there.
Gotta be 66.
I don't think he's that far up there. 61.
Kevin Pollak will be 66 tomorrow.
Wow, they pulled that one out your ass. Next.
Grumpy old men. Yeah.
This is Mr. Henry Winkler.
Covered in beads.
Cover him in bees. You can do it.
That's the Fonz, and you're welcome. He was also the principal in Scream, and you don't need to know anything else.
Well, he
What
was
you
in
need-
Barry.
What
which
you
was
need
really
to do
good.
is stop trying to mind Henry Winkler's business.
You
You selfish
know,
bastard.
he's awesome in Barry.
Doesn't he have
Barry
a
was
tattoo
cool.
of Roy Orbison?
That's
on his
right.
ass?
Yes, he does.
Also, him and Tom Hanks have beef, and like Tom Hanks is the only guy.
What are they gonna do? Slap each other?
Like, who would in all of the celebrity
Hit each
like,
other with your mama
atmospheres,
jokes or something?
you would think like I could totally see, I don't know, Tom Hardy having beef with somebody. I could see Tom Hardy being a dickhead. I could see Tobey Maguire I could see Tom Holland being a little prick sometimes. But you're telling me Tom Hanks has beef with somebody, and Henry Winkler has beef with somebody,
And it's the same
and
somebody.
and they have beef with each other. You picked your grandpa and your other grandpa.
That's like if there was somebody else in the trio and it was Richard Simmons.
right. Just
It
like
would make no fucking sense.
like what happened? Did one of them not offer to pay a fucking check at a diner?
Or did somebody leave more
Actually,
of a tip
no.
than the other guy
Yeah,
did?
that's
Who
Who don't?
Henry Winkler got kicked out of a diner. Well, what the fuck did that waitress do?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
With that being said, he's
He's
old.
also the
Old.
one dad of the two spoiled kids on Parks and Rec.
Yes.
Yeah, old.
78.
I'm gonna say 79. I think he's pushing 80.
How about a 78 tomorrow?
Damn, good work.
I know my phones.
Luke got 2 points now.
Yep.
How
Next.
many I got?
6.
That's right. You just remember that. Remember whose house this is, boy.
That was Mr. Rob
Rob
Schneider.
Schneider, also known as one of the guys on Adam Sandler's payroll.
Or the dude from Surf Ninjas.
El King's dad.
He
Yes,
is.
El King's dad.
What a,
Yes.
what a wild fact.
Yeah.
The guy from Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, is El King's biological father.
It's insane, isn't it?
Can either of you
She
name
actually had a role in that movie.
each role that picture?
Can I try? You did this last time. Can I try?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Let's see if I can see these pictures here.
I might not be able to name each role, but
Chuck
I think I
and
can-
Larry is the first one.
That's okay. I couldn't remember that.
Second one is Grown Ups.
the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Third picture. The third picture is Zohan.
Oh.
Fourth is 51st Dates. Then you got the Benchwarmers. Then 51st Dates again.
Yeah.
Surf Ninjas. Looks like Jay Leno. The Waterboy. Big Daddy again with the Zohan.
No, that is anger management. The one with the turban.
Uh-huh.
That's where Adam Sandler is in the office and he insults him for
You
driving
are
the
correct.
big red car.
Then the hot chick.
Yeah.
I got the hot chick there. Deuce Bigelow.
Well, hang on. Hold on right there.
Uh,
Because you guys have to... Caleb has to answer first.
Okay.
Because so far, you missed that one. If Caleb can steal the rest of these, he gets an extra point.
okay.
Go on. This one is not Deuce Bigelow, the one with him in the mustache.
That's not what I was talking about.
That's the one where he goes to prison and he's a black belt, but I can't think of the name of it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know the name of it.
What is it?
That is it Jail Time? It was remade by 3 different actors. Will Ferrell did it in Get Hard. It's
Yeah.
the exact same character.
Yeah.
Daddy Goes to Prison? Some shit like that?
No.
Anyways, what's the... we'll give you that one because we know the movie.
That one.
With the dirty face is what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Is that Animal?
Yes.
When he got all the surgical implants?
Yes, it is.
I believe that is.
You got 2 more.
That one is. Okay, he looks like a cop there, and I don't know that I've ever seen him with a Rob Schneider.
I know what that.
He's
I know
a-
what that one
He's
is.
in a Navy
I don't know.
uniform.
Hold on, I was going to say that's a naval officer's uniform, and he's on the ship.
Right.
I know what that one is.
I don't know the last 2.
All right, what's the Navy one?
He's in a
That would be down
submarine.
Periscope.
Down
Mhm.
Periscope,
Oh, I haven't
okay.
seen it.
And then what's with the glasses?
Where it looks like Polly Shore.
Because that one I don't know.
The one with the glasses, I don't think I know.
It's got
Maybe
two-
Grown Ups too.
It's got 2 faces on either side of him.
Well, I don't know it either, so
Yeah.
and you already
Yeah.
blew it, so you
Yeah,
either-
yeah.
I tried,
All right.
I tried to give one of you an extra. point.
Rob
that's fine.
Schneider,
Yeah, now we got to figure out how fucking old the guy is.
58 years old.
Is he quite 60 yet? Is he pushing 60?
I'm gonna say 58.
I'm gonna say 50.
Rob Schneider. Let me see where I wrote it down at. Rob Schneider will be 60 years old.
Rob Schneider's 60. Damn, we are getting old.
Hey, got another point. All right. Next.
Why is there an ice cream cone in a cup?
Nope, that's not what that is.
Look,
I know exactly what that
Caleb.
That's fucked up, man. That show Max that. God damn it. That is a
No,
vanilla
that-
ice cream cone.
yeah. Question for
Why
you,
is it
Caleb.
in a glass? What question?
Caleb, I have a question for you.
Is it what, Max?
Have you ever made homemade ice cream?
Yes, Max.
Do you know what happens if you forget the cream?
You just have vanilla ice, Max.
Next
Go
one, Johnny.
ahead, Johnny.
Thank you, Max, for
that
that marvelous introduction.
is Mr. Rob
Sorry.
Van Winkle.
That's right.
No, let me toss him. No one can toss him better
Nobody
than me.
talks better than me.
That's balls and scrotum at the front desk. Balls
Boston
and scrotum.
Scrotum.
Anyway, Vanilla Ice had some songs.
2 for sure.
Ninja Rap for sure. It's only one.
Yeah, one goes dun 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 dun.
The other one goes.
Stupid.
It's a different song.
He's an idiot.
Also, what's the one? That's my boy, Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg, Uncle Rob, Uncle Bill, Ice, Vanilla Ice. Every bit of 52.
53. I think he's older.
How about 56?
Wow.
Not that much older. You're telling me he's only 3 or 4
Hey,
years
stop!
old?
Stop! Collaborate and listen.
Because that means he's really only. How old is Eminem?
Old.
I don't
51.
know.
52.
Hold on.
I believe he's 51.
I
We just did this a couple weeks ago.
But I don't remember. And I
He'll
don't
be
think-
56 on the 31st.
Here's what the next one, Big Bad John. Go ahead and let you search that
He's
up.
only 5 years older than Eminem. That's crazy.
That is Miss Jenny McCarthy.
Hey, she used to work at the same place that I worked. She worked for Greg, my old boss, as a bartender, and apparently is as batshit crazy as she seems. She's also married to Donnie Wahlberg.
Yep.
She's done several films.
She's also a playmate of the fucking millennium.
Yep.
Also had her own show.
Has a show
Advocate
currently, does she not?
advocate for
She on
anti-vaccinations and shit like that.
Oh, I have no idea. I've never bothered to care that much about
Jenny
this.
McCarthy's got to
Or
be
Jenny
every
McCarthy.
bit of 64 years old.
No, I'm going to say a little younger than that. I'm going to say 50 years old.
Jenny McCarthy will be 51 years old on November 1st.
Damn.
All right. Hit us with the next one.
I got to be honest. I don't have a clue.
That is Lyle Lovett.
Okay.
The most important thing that you need to know
Is that he was married to Julia Roberts.
is, well, I didn't know that, but
Yes.
I was going to say is that he played the dad of the new guy.
He did play the new guy's father.
Oh, I forgot about the new guy.
The one that gets caught on fire and shit. Yeah.
65?
No, he's
Six-
also a songwriter and singer
Okay.
and whatnot as well.
What'd you
He's a
say?
musician
I said 65.
66. He is a musician.
primarily. What do you guys say?
I said 65. Luke said 66.
How about 66 years old on November 1st?
Yeah.
Mr.
Look,
Lyle
You
Lovett.
have 4 points.
All right. Next.
What do I have, sir?
8.
8.
This would be the girl who played the one we were talking about earlier that was Vegas Vacation, played
This is
Aubrey. What is her name?
Marisol Nichols.
Marisol Nichols.
And what has she been in?
Vegas Vacation. She's at National
The
Lampoon's.
picture on the right is from Vegas Vacation.
Okay, what's the one on the left? Is that just her?
That's
some-
her today.
Something?
Here now.
Said TV actress mostly
Oh, okay.
with
Yeah,
the
no idea.
CW.
Yeah, I don't really know what else.
That's way better than the cop, the
was-
sister cop, the
they had
fucking
2
David
lines,
Arquette, and
yeah.
2 lines, goddamn, ready to rumble. Dick.
She's that waitress. You've seen her before.
Yeah.
She's pretty good actor, Caleb. Keep it up.
Man, I couldn't tell you. 44.
45.
Marisol Nichols will be 50 years
50
old.
years old. There you go.
Wow, the girl who was Aubrey in fucking Vegas Vacation is
That
50
goes to
fucking.
you, Luke,
That's
right?
my point. Yeah, I'll take it. But
If you gave him 5,
yeah, we did. Who's
you got
next?
time.
That's Dolph
We
Lundgren.
got
That
4
is-
left.
He-Man himself.
Right. That's Ivan Von Drago.
He-Man himself.
If he dies, he dies.
Did I
He's
mention
also-
he was He-Man? Okay.
He was also in the Expendable series.
It's also He-Man.
Was he the first Universal Soldier? The first one?
He was in the first one. Also, he's He-Man.
Yeah.
The most importantly, he was He-Man.
He was also the original Punisher.
Also the He-Man.
Who's
If
He-Man?
people
What
at
was that?
home
What was he?
knew
He-Man.
how obsessed this
Who's He-Man?
fuck is
Who's
with
He-Man?
Dolph
He-Man.
Lundgren was He-Man.
Who's He-Man?
He-Man's the master of the universe. Go ahead, Caleb.
Skeletor is the master.
Tell me some more about Dolph Lundgren that I don't already know the fact that he's He-Man.
Did you know he had a big green cat?
Yeah,
Hey,
He-Man did. Same crew.
You
Mhm.
know how old he is?
Who, He-Man? Get ageless.
How old's Dolph Lundgren, you fat
Oh, fuck! I can fuck about Dolph Lundgren. I'm talking about He-Man. That's He-Man. I know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's see. He-Man is. God, he's old.
Simmons is old.
God, really? 62.
63, way old.
How about 66 years old on November 3rd?
Okay, I'll take that point, but I genuinely thought that motherfucker was in his 70s already.
Next,
Because Stallone is.
that is
Also November 3rd.
that is Mr. Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller.
Infamous for being the weekend update guy, to be fired, actually. Did Monday Night Football for years as the announcer for Monday Night Football.
Got a couple sitcoms, did
Yeah.
some comedy specials, did some movies.
Dennis Miller is every bit of 65.
66.
How about 70 years old?
I believe he was every bit of 65.
We have one left.
Oh,
We have one birthday left, but we have to first
yuck.
remember.
Doris Roberts.
Yes, on November 4th.
America's mom. America's
Yeah, she
grandma.
was. Yeah, she was. Doris Roberts. Amazing, amazing woman.
Incredible talent, incredible
She
comedian.
was literally grandma.
Early
they made a
advocate-
movie about it.
Yeah, early
She had a point.
advocate for civil rights.
Rachel, does Jenny McCarthy's child have autism, or is he just Jenny McCarthy's kid? I mean, let's be honest here.
What are we talking about?
She said up here that she's a huge anti-vax when you're talking about Jenny McCarthy.
Oh,
Says that's why her son has autism. I said, does her son
Oh, I
really
see.
have autism, or is she just Jenny McCarthy's child?
That's
Because
fair.
she's crazy as can
as
possibly
crazy
be.
as possible.
All right, hit us with the next one.
Last birthday.
That's Mr. Matthew McConaughey.
Hey, hey, hey. The Lincoln Lawyer.
The Lincoln Lawyer is one of my favorites. But the Lincoln Lawyer is not on there.
Surfer dude.
Lincoln Lawyer is not on there.
No, he's in it though.
What is the name of the movie with him in the glasses? Help me.
Oh, I don't know.
It's the one where it's Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, they deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. It's about the little black girls that get burned in the church.
That's not
Won
the
a
one
whole
where he's-
bunch of Oscars.
I
Sure,
thought
that
that was.
wasn't the Lincoln Lawyer.
No, it wasn't the
I
Lincoln
thought that
Lawyer.
was the one where he's a basketball coach.
Oh,
No. That's
No?
Either way, he's
Tug Speedman.
Tug Speedman.
Tug
Yeah,
Speedman's
He's
agent.
Tug Speedman's agent in Tropic Thunder. Obviously, Dazed and Confused. He was in what's the Magic Mike?
He was a Magic Mike.
He was the Man in Black in the criminally horrible Tower film. Is that Anaconda?
Failure to launch.
Yes, he was in
Very
Failure to
much.
Launch.
What?
He's been in a lot of stuff, actually. Of course, not to be remiss, Dazed and Confused.
Anaconda was almost.
Yeah.
Right. What is this him in the jungle here, though?
That's
I don't know.
Tim. I've got the
I can't
TiVo
remember.
No.
from. Yeah,
Is that
Yeah.
still a Tropic
yeah.
Thunder?
Yeah,
That's
Shop-
at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
going to say,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen he was also in. He also may be taking over Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Fool's Gold.
But Fool's Gold. Oh
Was
man,
good.
I forgot about
With
Fool's
Steve
Gold. Yeah. Was he in?
Is that that's not the Wolf of Wall Street then?
I don't know. He was in.
What one?
I don't know.
Oh yes, he is. We're stuff with his
Dallas is the one on the very far end.
Dallas. Yeah, the TV show.
I don't-
Oh, what do you got there, bud? Find them. Which
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Who the hell is McConaughey in Pulp Fiction?
I don't know. Good.
Oh, you're looking at Samuel Jackson movie.
Samuel
I
Jackson.
was like, what the
yeah.
fuck are you talking about? Black Snake Moan?
No, but
No?
that's a good one.
Anyway,
Hey, yeah, so let's back to McConaughey here.
Go ahead and make a guess.
Time
Time to Kill.
to Kill. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
I can't see this
What's up,
one.
dude?
Whatever this comment is that Rachel said, something caused his autism, but let's also not forget the kid was raised by Jim Carrey as well. Didn't stand a chance. 100% true. McConaughey. 60s? Yeah.
57.
I was gonna say 50.
57.
And he says 57, I say 50.
how about 54?
54.
It doesn't
Damn.
matter because you win.
You won
five
anyway.
to-
But
oh,
I did better than I did last week.
You did. You know what? Good game. Max, thanks for keeping score, buddy.
All right.
Now announce that I won.
Do
Announce
we,
it to the
hold
world.
on. Do we need to bring Max back in to preface it bullshit again?
No.
Okay.
All right, look, y'all.
You know what you
Let's
did
say it
for
one more
Halloween?
time.
I caught your Halloween costume there.
So you're setting pumpkins on fire now
Is
instead.
that a picture of Ricochet's head on my body?
Well, that's a mask.
looks like a
It's
mask.
Definitely you.
That's dumb. I love it.
And you didn't set the poop on
Now,
fire this go around.
like I said, I have a couple memoriams that I have to cover. We lost some people over the week. This was all Caleb's idea.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Well, no, go ahead,
Go
John.
ahead, John.
No, yeah,
Go ahead,
go
John.
ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
Hey,
Rest in peace, Matthew.
no one told them it was going to be this way. Rest in peace, Matthew Perry.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad
Friends,
John.
hold on. Let's give.
It's just so horrible. It's just so horrible. All right, hit us with the next one. Oh wait, you've got the next one up already. Max, hit us with the next one. All right.
We also lost.
Just trying to clear my throat. I'm sorry.
We also lost Richard Mole.
We should.
Yeah, we did. That was Bull from Night Court.
Loved Night Court.
Yeah, I did.
He was also the bad guy in the Babes in Toyland with Keanu Reeves,
Was Keanu Reeves?
Drew Barrymore.
That was him.
Yep. He's also the ghost in Scary Movie too. And he was in the Flintstones.
First
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Bowling alley.
Oh, that's right.
All right, hit us with the next one. Rest in peace.
I ate natural food until I found out most people die from natural causes.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That is a good one.
That's a damn good one.
Like that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Next.
Accidentally sprayed body spray in my mouth. I now talk with an accent.
I got a bunch of ignorant shit like this. So
I had a cat named Jeff. He was just Jeff. Then we hired a new guy at work. His name was Human Jeff because Jeff was there first. Human Jeff tried to suggest we call Jeff Cat Jeff, but that was obviously ridiculous.
Stay in
Stay
your
in your
lane,
lane,
Human
Human
Jeff.
Come around here giving cat Jeff orders.
Taking-
Or giving
taking-
Jeff orders.
Taking the
I
cat's
know
fucking
we
credibility.
have a lot of cat fans, and
That's fantastic.
Or at least they have a lot of cats.
Hey.
All right. I present you the worst case scenario. That was good. I like that.
That's
Remind
fucking,
me of Tim Allen.
that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Well, I was even thinking Groucho Marx. Liverwurst. That's the worst liver I ever heard.
All right, next.
Beef loin, T-bone steak, humanely raised, but occasionally verbally abused. Aw,
Does that bring back
I miss
childhood
my
memories?
mom.
All right, this is the next one.
Seems like something OJ would say. Load decks, your move. Not OJ on a Ford Bronco.
Not OJ. I like it. So you're telling me it's OJ. Next.
Don't believe the lies. The Death Star is flat. Oh boy.
Just had to put that in there, didn't I?
I fucking
Just had to hit the first. Bad enough. The pool in heaven comment. We gotta go back to that.
I have one for you though, Caleb. I
All
do.
right, hit us with the next one.
As a rascal flat. Oh, I shared that one with you.
I know.
As a rascal flat earther, I believe that the earth is a highway.
It is.
That's fucking great.
That is great.
But you know what?
What?
Most highways are pretty flat.
All right, hit us with the next one.
In Return of the Jedi, how could the Ewoks have a dress that fit Leia unless they cooked the native woman her size? They are cannibals.
They are cannibals.
It's a perfectly reasonable question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why that would bother somebody. You know your Star Wars lore, it's okay.
It is.
She kissed her brother. You think that's the word we got to
Something
worry about
innate.
aliens?
It's just something innate.
The first time there was a second time. Injured trampolinist hopes to bounce back soon. I didn't know Ricochet got hurt.
That was good.
Haha, thank you.
That was good. Next.
Just ran right through that.
They should announce a sequel to Groundhog Day and just re-release
Release the original?
I
Yeah.
would, I'd be fucking
100%. That's great. Next.
Things that keep me awake. Number 408. How do Amish girls know if it's a romantic candlelit dinner or just regular dinner?
What no one even noticed is there was 2 of those Groundhog Day pictures.
Yeah. I know the answer to this. It's the imminent soaking in the father's disappointment. If you don't know what soaking is, ask your parents.
Oh, don't do that.
Ask
Don't
them.
ask your parents.
Ask them. Tell them Luke told you to.
Alright,
You're
this is the
funny.
next one.
Except for you, nerd. I am your parent, and I'm not fucking telling. In wine there is wisdom. In beer there is strength. In water there is bacteria.
You
You
decide.
decide.
Like it.
I believe I already have. Tales from the Turnbuckle return with Luke and Max.
Yes, very soon we'll have a whole bunch of new topics for you.
Right on.
As of right now, check the shorts. Check out the stuff from Anna
What's
Fight
wrong with
this
my
past
shorts?
week. All the fun stuff we've been posting here recently. Be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe.
We just have this also means that we just have a couple left.
Okay,
So,
before
Caleb,
we get
go
to
ahead and
hold
tell
on,
everybody.
before we get to that, I would like to also state that if you were going to join on the Facebook group page,
Yeah.
explain to the people the deal here.
So another podcaster joined our group and wanted to promote his show, which we're fine with people doing. The only request that we have is that they subscribe to the YouTube channel. We don't mind if they post stuff that they want to talk about or anything like that, but if you're going to do self-promotion, we ask that everybody subscribe because
You
every
subscribe
subscriber
to our
counts.
channel, and
You
we
can-
will allow you
Exactly.
to promote your stuff. And if we like it,
We'll
we'll
even
even
promote it here.
share it.
So anyway, this guy gets really mad, buries us on Facebook. I reached out to him. We buried the hatchet, worked it out and stuff. But if you're going to get on the group and you want to promote your own creative outlets, that's fine, but you have to be a subscriber to the YouTube channel. If you're not, we'll take it down. You can come in and talk wrestling all you like, but if you're going to use our promotional atmosphere to promote yourselves, we ask that in turn you help promote us just by subscribing to the YouTube page. You don't have to like anything else. You don't have to share anything else. You don't have to do anything else besides that. But that's our primary thing. So remember that. If you're going to find us over on Facebook, find us at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. Follow us on X at ProWrestlingTV. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown1. You can check out Streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown or ProWrestlingThrowdown.com to access the
Merch store!
And over at the
Merch store!
you can buy our
Merch!
simple as that.
Don't forget, you still have a few more minutes to get in on.
That's right. Anything you buy or donate, your points get doubled for the entry. If you buy the Pro Wrestling Throwdown Fanny Pack, either variation, your points get tripled. Your entries, that is. And every single dollar you donate, every single dollar you spend buying stuff, goes right back into the show. We don't take a dime for that. We appreciate every single one of our subscribers, every single person that purchases stuff. And from now into the rest of December, we're going to run one contest. The end of December, the winner's going to get a limited edition, one-of-a-kind, only Christmas-themed Pro Wrestling Throwdown t-shirt that we will buy for them. So if you're purchasing, if you're donating, that's going to be the giveaway point for the next 2 months. So keep a lookout for that. And thank you so much for your patronage.
All right, Max, what were you saying now?
Okay, now we have one left, and then we'll get to the rest of this.
Okay,
Okay.
give us with the next one.
How can you tell when your acne is getting bad? I don't know. When blind people start reading your face.
All
Johnny,
right.
is that how your mom read yours?
Now,
Oh,
that is
that's the end of it.
that's Skeletor. So
That-
what did you want to ask?
Normally, this would be the end of the show.
Okay.
So, Caleb, I need you to tell me that this is the end of the show.
All right, this is the end of the show.
This is the end of the show.
This
Yeah.
is the end of the show.
That's
We're
the
done.
end of the
We're
show.
done.
But you said you had one more.
Yes, we have one.
But
we're
this
good.
is officially the end of the show. Thank you guys for showing up this week and everything. Yeah, go ahead and hit them with whatever you've got here.
My lips are so dry. Doesn't it hurt when you walk? What? What?
Keep it the ring.